Hey all, it's a beautiful day in northern Michigan, Traverse City. It's starting to look like summer out there. The leaves are popping, and I'm going to show you how I make my how I've been making my plates lately. I just tossed out this slab on the wedging table, used a rolling pin on it, and a little bit of this soft rubber rib, one of these red ones. If you don't have one of these, you should definitely get one. But you know, if you, I toss out my slabs, but if you like the slab roller, that's fine too. Just the main thing here is that the surface is how you want it to be, because you're not going to be able to touch it again. So at this point, this is the bottom. I will just visually eyeball it so that it's in the center. Doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't perfectly round, so it is what it is. But just the main thing here is that you're going to have enough excess on the outside to do what you need to do. So I'll find the center on it and make a little indent so that I can use my ruler to find, I want these plates to be 10 inches when they're flat like this. So I'll put the start of the ruler on the center point that I just made, and then move my finger out to 5. So it'll be 10 inches diameter. Make a little groove, just a little marking for yourself, and then come back in with the old needle tool and cut the circle out. Boy, I got close on that edge there. I've been making a lot of these lately. I've got a big order to fill. So I'm getting this technique down more and more. So this is a no trim technique. I was making all my years of being a potter. I've always struggled with making plates because there's so much time, and boy, they're just not very fun to throw. You're just leaning on the clay, spreading it out. So this is a lot faster. So it's a circle now, 10 inches. I'll rivet a couple times on the surface. The air bubbles don't seem to matter too much. They're pretty shallow. I think it's trapped between the slab and the bat, and I haven't figured out a good way to totally eliminate that, so I'm just kind of learning to live with it. But I haven't found it to really affect the end product. Not too much anyway. So a wet sponge, softening up the hard edge of that circle that we just cut. Putting a little water on the rim here. And I will switch over to the rectangle metal rib. It's just right angles all around. And you sort of work this in and bevel and create the bevel. Sort of fold the rim up. It takes some getting used to. It's pretty strange, and I've definitely had the rib move a little bit, and it just cuts right through the bevel. I'm getting better at it. So we started out with a 10-inch diameter flat piece, and when you fold it up, it loses a little bit. So this is set to 9.5 inches, and it looks like we're right on. All that's left at this point is just finishing touches, figuring out the surface as much as you can. You can put a little finger swirl in there if you want to. But other than that, it's about getting the rim nice, adjusting the profile of the bevel if you want to make it either taller, you know, for a deeper plate, or you could make it wider if you're a little bit short on your diameter. But that's about all there is to it. I'll hit it with the chamois one more time, and that's done. And you don't have to trim these. I mean, it's pretty quick. You know, this plate is functional. It's not the flashiest thing in terms of pottery, but I used to not make plates because they were such a pain to throw and trim, and I can make as many of these as I want in a day, as long as I have the bats for them. This is one that's just leather hard that I made yesterday. I mean, that's a nice surface. The bottoms, you can see the bubbles a little bit, but I mean, they're handmade. What do you want? But no trimming. These are nice and thin, nice and quick, nice and flat. So far, I've found that they stay flat. So, that's all there is to it. Give it a try.